हाय प्रतिभा।
Hi, sir.
कैसी है?
I'm good. Very happy.
वंडरफुल. सो हाउ डिड इलीट
Yes,
ग्रो?
sir. It went very well, actually. I think probably because results overall it went really well.
ऑल राइट. सो I'm audible to you?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. So before I start, Pratibha, a brief about yourself.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Pratibha Sharma. I am currently in class 12th in Bhavan Vidyalaya, Chandigarh, and I have secured an All India rank of 82 in CLAT 2025.
Wonderful. So Pratibha, when what was your initial reaction when you got to know about AIR 82?
I was very happy. Like I was just about to sleep, and then my sister called me that the results are out. And then my dad came, and then we looked up, and I was like, "Oh my god!" I like checked it again and again. I guess this is the final thing now. So I'm still very happy. Like still in disbelief. Yeah, ho gaya, it's done.
Okay, so it has been a long journey, almost a preparation of 2 years, a 2-year classroom program. So, how did you keep yourself motivated through this long span of 2 years?
So, like on the personal front, I think because I was very like focused ki haan, this is my goal. And I knew that even though the journey is long, there are a lot of ups and downs. Like mocks mein bhi hota rehta hai. Sometimes you score low, sometimes you score high. But when you know that the final goal is there and then you focus on it. So I think that's like internal. It keeps you disciplined and motivated. And apart from that, honestly, I feel that there was a lot of support even from CL and your side. I mean, you kept me motivated. Like every time I went to the center to give a mock, and I always talked to you, and you were like, "It's okay. I know you will do good. Ki one mock does not determine anything." So yeah, I think both those things together they kept me motivated.
All right, okay. So, you were just talking about the mock tests and everything. So, what role do you think these mock tests play in this preparation?
So I think mocks are one of the most fundamental aspects of the entire prep because even if you're done with all the concepts and you're good with and you have a good accuracy and you know you can solve, but when you give a mock and you have to give that mock in that specific time frame and in that setting, like if you go to the center and give the mock, then the pressure is different. You feel like you're doing an actual paper, and in that pressure you'll realize that how well you actually do. I mean, even if you have good accuracy, even if you know anything, managing your time, managing that stress, and doing it like knowing that everybody else is in the same room is doing the same paper, and still managing all those negative thoughts. So I think that's very important. That's where the mocks come in, because if you're not giving the mock, you'll never get to know your actual level. And apart from that, when you give mock and you get to know that how you do in an actual exam kind of scenario. So I think there the mocks are very important.
All right. Okay. So Pratibha, going a step further with these mocks only, how did you feel and how was that step taken by Career Launcher to, actually conduct your few of your mocks at the actual CLAT center? So did it really help you out? What's your experience about that?
So I think it was the best decision that you ever taken. I mean, when you told us that we are doing it at the actual mock center, I did not think much about it. But when I went there, that day I was more tense than ever before. Like I had given already a lot of mocks before that day also, but I was very tensed. I don't know why. So when I went there and then the roll numbers were there and we had to find our roll number, we had to go and sit in the exam hall and we had to show our admit cards and Aadhaar card. So it gave the actual feeling of the paper. So that day I was more tense. And honestly, my score also dropped. So because I got to know that, okay, this is also what happens. But I think it was so useful because when I went for the मुझे ऐसी फीलिंग ही नहीं आ रही थी कि फाइन था कि आई हैव बीन हियर इट विल बी नॉर्मल एंड इट वाज वेरी यूजफुल बिकॉज़ ऑन द फाइनल डे इट हेल्प्ड मी स्टे वेरी calm.
All right, that's wonderful. So, a very, 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 I think, may not be a very apt question, but a very important question. Your sister Madhvi, so she is already in NLS Bangalore. So, what all was the, I would say, the inspiration you got from her for getting this thing or something? Would you like to share something about this thing? Madhvi also had a 2-year program with Career Launcher, right?
Yes.
So, what was the reasons that you had to trust on Career Launcher again to rejoin Career Launcher for your own preparation?
Yes, sir. Firstly, like she prepared before me and she prepared for 2 years. So I think those 2 years indirectly, I also learned a lot of things. So that also helped me in my prep. Apart from that, like when she prepared and when I prepared, we both felt this, and this was the reason why she recommended Career Launcher, because like the basics, the foundations for the entire paper, I think that's very strong when it comes to Career Launcher. Like all the classes, all the sessions, from the beginning only, we were doing assignments. So we were not just doing concepts. We knew कि ये ऐसे type की question है, how we have to tackle them. So that is why she recommended me Career Launcher, and I felt that really Career Launcher did help. Like I remember that even when I was not able to attend the boot camp because of certain reasons, you were always there. You sent me the assignments. You told me if I had any doubts, I could always come to the center. And I never felt that I do not have any support. Like I knew मुझे कहीं कोई भी doubt आ रहा है, कोई support चाहिए, कोई preparation, कोई मतलब strategy नहीं बन पा रही. I could always rely. I could always call you up like कभी भी ऐसा कोई time constraint नहीं था. So it was very personal connect, I think, which is why she also recommended me CL.
Wonderful. Okay. So, being a long journey, can you share any memorable experience or anything specific you remember specifically about this thing, your preparation?
So I think one like for me this is like one of the most important points. I remember like in the beginning when the mock started, my scores were good, but then suddenly in one mock my scores fell a lot. I was so disappointed, and I was like, "This is the end of the world. Oh my god, I'm not going to score well." And I remember this time I came to the center also, and I don't know if you remember, but I talked to you, and that day I was very disappointed. And then you told me that it's okay. This is just one mock. It's not the final exam. It does not mean anything. All you have to do is you have to take the learning. So that day I was like, I have to figure out what actually went wrong. And uske baad I analyzed the paper a lot, and I felt ki हाँ okay. Uske baad my scores again boosted up. So I feel that was the point, which was a lot of people they just give up at some point. That was the point where I might have given up. But because of the constant support, like of CL, of my parents, of my sister, they were always there. So I felt ki that point, if nobody had supported me, I might have just been so disappointed, I would have given up. But that day, everybody was like, it's okay. This is a long journey. This is not one destination. Like, you have to stay strong throughout the journey. So I think that was one very important point of my entire CLAT prep. And like to anybody who is also preparing for CLAT and aspiring, I would just say that like it's very, very difficult to stay focused on one thing for a very long time, especially like 2 years or like an entire year. And there'll be a lot of points when you feel like you should give up, but then don't, because the final day when the final results come out, you feel so proud of yourself and you feel so good that yeah, you just kept strong and you just moved on, you moved through it all.
Okay, that's good. So, Pratibha, I know you are doing very good at your school level also for your school studies also. So, how could you maintain this balance between, the school preparation, the 12th boards, and your CLAT preparation?
So I did go to school. Like it was not that I completely abandoned school. So I did go to school, but then in the last few months, I did not go that much to school because I was more focused on the CLAT prep. But I feel like to anybody who has to like manage, if you know you're strong in those subjects and you can manage well in school later on. So you have to like choose like you have to decide what you really want to do. And like in the beginning, like I was giving equal attention to both school and CLAT prep, but in the ending I was more oriented towards CLAT because now I know that CLAT is done. Now I can focus more on school. So that was my strategy. Yeah.
So, okay. So, Pratibha, during your CLAT preparation, Which section of CLAT did you find the most challenging, and how did you overcome it?
Uh, so like in the beginning, I think it was GK because I did not give a lot of attention to GK. Honestly, in my first year in 11th, I was just reading newspapers, and I did not like study anything special for GK. But in the end, when I started seeing my mock scores, I was like, the other sections I'm doing pretty well because I have very strong reading sections and my quant is pretty good. So it's like I have to focus more on GK. So then I started focusing more on months. I started revising a lot. I started revising the mocks. I started finding patterns, and then I made it up. But I think that the main point in CLAT is that if you feel you have any weak section, you need to analyze a lot. It's not just about practicing, it's more about analyzing, because it doesn't matter if you give like 150 marks. If you're not analyzing them, then you'll never be able to figure how to work it out. So I think analysis was the main thing which helped me out in GK there.
Okay, so now already Madhvi is already there, and you also moving to NLS Bangalore. So how are you feeling? You're joining your sister at the same place, and being personally knowing your family also. I think it was your parents' dream also to see both the daughters together at one place. So how are they feeling? How are your parents feeling?
They're obviously very, very happy that now we are both together. We can support each other, we can take care of each other. And obviously, I'm very excited about the prospect of going to NLS itself. Not just that my sister is there, but you know that finally, like, this is like a war. Like, I
Hmm.
stayed here for 2 years and finally it's over. And now I'll be going to NLS Bangalore. So I'm very excited about just going to NLS Bangalore. There's so much to explore there. Like, I'm personally very I'm into reading a lot. I'm into music a lot. I play guitar and everything. So I was very excited that finally when I'll go to NLS Bangalore, I'll do all of it. I'll build more on it. So yeah, it's very exciting.
Wonderful. Okay, so can you share some specific tips for the future client aspirants, or your suggestion to the people who are thinking of starting law कि कब शुरू करना है, preparation कब करनी चाहिए, कितनी देर पहले शुरू करनी चाहिए? Any specific tips or any specific suggestion you would like to share for with the kids?
Yes, sir. So this is to anybody who is like currently in 11th and preparing for CLAT. One very important thing is I feel that a lot of people think that GK is not very important and we can just do it in 12th, and in the end we'll do the last few months and we'll do GK. But I think if you really want to build a strong base, first of all you need to start focusing on GK from 11th itself. Like, not just reading newspapers, but you should do months diligently, because months were very useful for me. I read them like every week and I did not skip them. So that was the one thing which helped me build a very strong base. Second, coming to newspapers itself, newspapers are very, very important, not just from the GK point of view, but from reading sections point of view also. Because when you're reading editorials constantly and every day, that's just where they pick the passages from. So you know what how the author thinks and what kind of passages can come in the paper. And lastly, I would say that when you're giving mocks, just be aware that you are analyzing them properly. Even if you're not giving like a lot of mocks, just be sure that whatever mocks you're giving, whatever sectional you're giving, you're obtaining something. Like, even if you do like 10 questions, you should obtain something from that. You should learn something new, that okay, this is one way of attempting the question. Or if you're doing QT, this is another way I could have done it and saved more time. So I think analysis is something that's like fundamental. And if you're not doing analysis, then you should start doing it to begin with. And lastly, I just think that more than any prep or practice, it's about the mindset also. It's all a mind game. Like, because when I went to CLAT, I saw that, oh my god, it's an easy paper. But then you have to stay strong. You can't get too excited, or you can't just do it with the very chaotic mind. You have to be calm. So I think that's the most important thing.
All right. So now, Pratibha, all said and done, you have already made it to NLS Bangalore, All India rank 82. But still, I would like to put you one question. Suppose looking at back at your journey, all right, looking back at this long 2 year journey, all right, is there anything you would have done differently in your preparation?
Honestly, I'm happy with the prep that I did because I knew that I put my 100%. Maybe just this aspect that, yeah, I would have put more, given more attention to GK in the beginning. I would have done analysis more and I would have focused on that. Otherwise, I just feel that, yeah, I mean, I did whatever one could have. I did put my 100% and I gave mocks consistently. I did not skip a mock. So I think when I look back, I'm just satisfied.
Wonderful. Okay. On a lighter note, okay.
Hmm.
So, what is the first thing you would plan out to do when you reach NLS Bangalore?
Uh, I first of all, I'm going to go to the library and take a lot of pics because the library is very beautiful and like that's my dream. Okay, I have to go there. Apart from that, I just want to see the campus and enjoy the like college life. What we look forward to that. Oh my god, now I'm going to be a lawyer and all of that. That's the first thing.
See, but obviously, I think, on video calls, you must have seen the campus many a times. Even
Yes, yes.
Madhvi made me show the campus, twice, thrice. He said, "This is the campus. Here am I. I've reached here, sir." So,
Yeah, so actually I did go when she went to went to her college for the first time. I also went there. I was an NLS student. Now I'll be going there as an NLS Bangalore student. So I think that will be a very different feeling.
wonderful. Absolutely. See, Malab, in fact, this was what I was talking to your father also. No, imagining you went to that place as a sibling of a student of that place, and now you will be a student of that place.
Yeah.
Must be definitely a wonderful feeling, huh?
Yeah, they're very proud.
Hello, wonderful, yeah, wonderful. Pratibha, wish you all the very best for your journey. And I also have a strong gut feeling that in today's paper also, you have done wonders and you will be getting a good rank. So, hope to see you again on this platform with your Elliot, experiences, right?
Sure, sir.
All right.
Thank you
Wish
so
you
much for
all the very
having
best
me.
and please convey my best regards to your parents. I had a talk with Madhavi also. I congratulated her also. So wish you all the very best, beta. God bless you, bache.
Thank you so much, sir, for
Right,
having
beta.
me.
God bless you, beta.
Thank you.